Hello, I'm Tamika White, your Milam school counselor, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the differences at Milam between a traditional or in-person school setting versus distance learning or virtual school setting. We divide our students up in pods at Milam, and in our distance learning, we will also have a pod or pods of distance learning, depending upon how many students sign up for distance learning, and that will determine how many students we will have in our distance learning pods as well as in our traditional school pod. Also, with distance learning, there will be a difference with electives as opposed to in our in-person school. In-person electives, you could have a choice, as always at Milam, of 1 or 2 electives that you would attend each day. In our distance pod, you will have the opportunity to participate in challenge if you're a challenge student, or a PE option, and there may be an option of music theory that students can choose to participate in as an elective in that distance learning capacity. Supplies at Milam are the same for distance learners as well as those taking classes in person. That would be a computer and our consumable textbooks, and we'll give you the opportunity to receive those as a distance learner as well as an in-person student. So those things will be the same. Also, registration is the same for both distance learners and in-person learners. You must do that, complete that on Active Parent. So those items are the same for both the distance and in-person student. Platforms that our teachers will use to communicate to students and parents are the same for both, and that is Canvas, or we will use Canvas to present lessons as well as to give and receive instruction, to supplement, to help with communications to teachers and getting your work in. There will be no packets sent home. We will use Canvas for distance learning as well as in school. Schedules. We will go on a schedule in-person learning until 2 o'clock each day and on a period schedule. We will also have schedules for our distance learners. Our teachers will be in that pod. They will have the availability and have a schedule for you for interactive learning. Each subject will go online each day for students to be able to have interaction with their teachers and have a lesson with them before work is given for students to complete in their turnaround time to turn back in at Canvas. So at Milam, you will have the opportunity to speak with your teacher and to, as the lesson is going on, to make anything clear that you may have, or to make sure that you understand what is happening during your classroom setting and time. Another thing that is the same for both distance and in-person learners is teacher availability. Our teachers have always been available to you for both. You can email them, message them through Canvas, and parents, please don't worry, we will provide some instruction for you to be able to utilize Canvas and talk with your teachers. Also at Milam, our distance learning pod, our teachers will be available each day at a certain time for questions from parents, also not just students. So those are the differences between traditional in-person learning and distance learning. So we're available for you at Milam if you have any questions. Thank you.